Now, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Kayode, has declared that his administration will destroy the structure of criminality, which he says has plunged Nigerians into poverty and enthroned good governance, or eroded good governance, if elected president next month. Obi gave the assurance on Thursday in Enugu during the party's presidential campaign rally, which was held at the Michael Okpara Square. Arise news analyst Mr. Kayode Otitoju joins us now to discuss the concept of structure in Nigerian politics. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Now, I know that when it comes to structure, that's... You haven't even...
Structure.
Whenever I see structure, I remember you immediately. And I know in past discussions you've highlighted or you've mentioned that you don't think that Labour Party necessarily has, the structure and whatnot. But when it comes to tackling this structure or dismantling the structure of criminality, even if they might be lacking in that area, do you think that the presidential candidate of the party has what it takes to make good on his aspiration?
Oh, yes. Every every party candidate or presidential candidate has a way of wooing people, for election, because at the end of the day, it's the electorate that we determine. And in order to get in touch with them, you may make things easy for you through structures, which could be political or social structure. And in order to get in touch with the electorate, all these rallies, town hall, what have you, just to get. And when you are thinking of various structures, you must as well differentiate between, interest groups and political party. Interest groups are labor, the student union, and even business, concern. These are interest groups. And what they want in politics is how to promote their interest. And when you, win the election, how they see what is in need for them. So, both the interest group and political structure are very important, because you reach the people through the interest group. Okay? For instance, Obi was in, Enugu, and the School of Business arranged interactive session whereby some, obedient adherent represented him there, just to promote what Obi stands for. Okay? Probity, then how he will, take the interest of students, into bear when he wins. He even promised that actually there will be loan for people who may not be able to afford. So when you are talking of politics, structure is very important. And when you throw open your manifesto globally through the mass media, television, radio, and what have you, that is global. At community level, who are your, door-to-door step canvasser? Okay? Meetings, group meetings, distribution of leaflets and what have you, that will really penetrate to the people who will see it and hold it even up to the time of election, is the structure that handles that. And this could be either, or could be any of, the structure that we have in Nigeria, legislative structure, executive structure, and
judiciary.
Judiciary. Okay? Every political party It's already structured in this major, form, so that people who are in the judiciary, they know what is in it for them if their party wins. People in executive, they already take position. And the people who haven't even taken position or who have no post to, aspire to as per election, they are already positioning themselves by getting maybe appointment or instruction from the candidate. You go and talk to Mr. A or this group on economics matters. Go and talk to this group on labor matters. And once you secure those interest groups and you get your structure to interact with them, it makes things easy, and everybody sees what is in need for him or her. Because after everything, when it comes to politics, is what is in need for me. Okay? And anybody who is going to vote, is either they give him money to vote against his interest or what is in need for. An old man or woman in the village that has children in school should know that actually if or she takes money and they sell, what is in need for her, then she has sold the future of the children. And that is why, in the course of political campaign, people must leave mundane things and concentrate on issues that we endear them, to the mind of the electorate. Because after all the jamborees and whatever, if there is nothing to pin you down to, that tomorrow we can say, yes, you said there will be student loan. Why is there no student loan? There will be security, and the security will be predicated on availability of job and industrialization. So you get my point. So at the end of the day, structure is everything. And the structure in terms of dissemination of information or your program or your projects to the populace, it's better disseminated through structures. And I think all parties have come to realize that and know that it's very important.
Now, of course, to broaden the conversation, thank you so much for outlining, the concept of structures. Let's look at a more nuanced view of Nigeria and the actual critical elements within structures that are successful, because of course there's so many strategies that one can deploy, but there are some that are tried and tested and effective. One that you mentioned, for example, that's illegal, but illegal in some senses is of course the use of money within just the structures. There's an illegal and of course there's a legal way to use money within your structures. In your political experience, because I know it's vast, what are the elements within the party structures or within the campaign structures that you felt these are what one needs to focus on if they want to have a successful electoral campaign in Nigeria?
You see, when you look at the composition of people that vote, it's still tilted positively, or is still positively skewed towards the rural areas. And these people, many of them don't have more than radio, and many can't even afford the radio. Many people don't know what is rice. Say arise, they will say, oh, is it Senator Arishe? No, I'm telling you, I've been in the village, and this is the truth. So how do you get things across to them? Through meetings, community meetings. That's to people, I'm talking of the captive voters now, not the people that belong to the political parties, because the people that vote from the political parties It's less than 1/3 of the voters. The captive voters are people that are neutral, and if you will your party to them, maybe at the point where they are playing draft or Scrabble or are you game.
That ward level, cell level.
Yeah, where people bond together in the village. This is where you really capture them. And what do? I will do this to farming. Okay? There will be fertilizer. There will be irrigation. These are the things that matters to them. And these are the things that people should be promoting. Why? Campaigning. Do much of the national one, is very important, like TV, buying slots, radio, and whatever. Fine. It will get to a certain level of people. And when you even look at even people living in urban whatever, it still has to do with some social principles or theories, like the theory of adolescence. Okay? An adolescent is someone that hasn't really established what he wants to do in life. Okay? He went to school, he doesn't know the profession he will learn. He has finished from school, he hasn't taken his definite line of action. Then he's at a stage where he should be coupled. Okay, he hasn't made up his mind whether he will marry or not. So these people are still very easy to swerve to any side by the way you promote what you have. But a married man or a married woman, there's no way you can just convince him overnight. If his husband is voting this party, it's very likely that the wife and some of the children will vote.
Except in your house.
Except in my house. And my house is quite different because all the children went to US. Okay? They brought unnecessary structure to the house. It's not everything that the daddy says or the mommy says that they imbibe. Okay? But I'm telling you, in the north, where the voters are, okay, wherever the family is going is where everybody is going.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Kayode Otitoju, Risings Analyst. We appreciate your time and analysis as always. Thank you very much.